Hey guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. We're here guys, we made it. Oh my god, I can't believe I just said those words. Welcome to my YouTube channel. I've been wanting to do this for so long and I've been procrastinating but finally I'm here. So welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Anyanta and today I'll be telling you all about my relocation story. So stay tuned for all the deets. Hey guys, welcome back. My name is Anyanta and today I'm going to be telling you all about my relocation journey. So for those of you who don't know, I just moved from Lagos, Nigeria to Toronto, Canada. Yes, Lagos, Nigeria, 28 degrees, Toronto, Canada, minus 10 degrees, and I moved in the winter period, so it was like a huge slap in the face, like wow, like the weather change was just drastic. But so far so good. I like to think I adapt easily, so I'm quite settled and I have like a lot of warm jackets and boots and all the things I need to stay warm. But the reason why I want to share this story with you guys today is because I feel like a lot of times in planning, you plan all the big things and then you sort of like overlook some tiny little details that could make the difference towards having like a very smooth experience or having a very stressful, like horrible experience. So I today will sort of like be advising you. In some cases, I'll be telling you about things I did proactively that made my transition a bit easier. And then I'll also be telling you about some of the landmines I walked into because like oversight in my planning process. So stay tuned and I hope you enjoy it. Before I go far, there's someone very important I want you guys to meet. So this is my co-host, Mr. Muggs. Get it? Mug. Mr. Muggs. Anyways, he's gonna be joining me for most of my videos because he keeps me warm and he's like my little companion until I get an actual real life pet. So yeah, Mr. Muggs, you guys say hi. As I said earlier, sometimes you think you have every single thing figured out, like all the big things. For me, I fell into that trap as well. I had done everything. I'd booked my trip, packed my boxes, sold my furniture, said goodbye to my family, all the big things. I had done that. And then I got on the plane and flew over the Atlantic, Pacific, I don't know which of the oceans, flew over some ocean, came all the way to Toronto, Canada. And one of the things I just want to highlight to you before you get on that plane is to make sure you have all your essential documents. I know you guys will be like, duh, obvi, why would I forget my documents? Well, you never know. And then there's some things you think you wouldn't need. And then you get here and you realize you need them. So I made sure I carried all my certificates, like my exams, my MBA certificate, my undergrad certificate, my birth certificate, all my results, my JAM, guys from Nigeria, you guys know what JAM is. I even have my JAM results, everything, my driver's license. But that is where I actually had my first problem because I thought I only needed my valid driver's license. And then when I got to the step where I needed to apply for a driver's license, obviously I've been driving for a long time, so I wasn't about to start at the beginner level, so I wanted the like professional driver level. And then they need you to prove that you've been driving for like a long period of time consistently. And if I had taken my invalid licenses as well as my valid licenses, I would have been able to show the history in terms of the timeline for which I had been driving. So you see, things like that. One of my friends, she had everything, all her old licenses. Shout out to Blessing. She had everything, so she was able to just do the process like this. But some of us now have to either write to the consulate to send us a letter saying that, oh yeah, we are driving, or you just start at the beginning and then do baby steps. So those are the kind of things you don't want to miss out on. So just make sure you pack everything in your bags, put it in that suitcase, and then come all the way here. So I did the same thing. I packed all my belongings, my essentials. I couldn't let go of my shoes and my bags. Hey, I'm sentimental like that. So I put everything in the bags into six suitcases. So I get to the airport in Toronto And of course, I'm just with my hand luggage and my backpack coming off the plane, and then you go to the baggage claim spot, and then that's where it starts to get real, guys, because I had six boxes. So the second tip I'll be giving you is make sure you have some loose change in you when you get here, like actual local hard currency, not Nigerian naira. Make sure you have either Canadian dollars or USD, something that will be accepted, easily converted when you get here. Because the first thing, if you have like a lot of boxes like me, you need trolleys, and most of these countries internationally, the trolleys aren't free. Some countries they do give it for free, but in some countries they don't. You have to pay. So in this case, you have to pay for the trolley. So you have to get a trolley first of all. So you get your trolley, load your boxes on it, and then in my case I had 6. I keep saying 6, but yeah, guys, I just wanted to sink in 6 boxes, so it couldn't fit on one trolley, so I had to get 2. Okay, and I had some change on me, so I didn't have a problem with the cash. Put all my boxes on the trolley, and then I now realized I couldn't push. I have like my hand luggage is here, my backpack is on the second one, and I couldn't push it because it was too heavy. So I needed someone to help me. And you are not in Nigeria where you see 10, 20 guys shouting, hey, madam, 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 help me, I can't help you, your bag. Nothing like that. You're on your own. OYO. You're on your own. So I saw this lady that was wearing like a uniform, and I walked up to her and was like, hey, ma'am, where can I get someone to help me with my boxes? And she was like, oh, you need to look out for the guys in the blue shirts. There are no guys in blue shirts. So I had to like stay there in the baggage claim area waiting to see someone with a blue shirt until finally a guy appeared, and then I asked if he could help me with my boxes, and he said sure, but of course I had to pay for it. That wasn't unexpected. I knew I would have to pay for it. Nothing is free. But then he now said $40. As a Niger girl that I am, fresh off the boat, I'm not yet used to Canadian dollars. I started doing the math in my head. $40. What is the exchange rate? 280 naira. So 280 times 40. This guy wanted me to pay roughly 12,000 naira or something like that for him to push my boxes out of the baggage claim area into like the general area. I'm like, yo, okay, but I didn't have a choice, so I had to pay for it. So we did all that, went past immigration, got to the general area, he pushed my boxes to the exit, and then this guy bounced. At this point, you're now trying to decide what kind of transportation you're gonna take. For me, I didn't have anybody here because I had essentially moved to this country by myself. I don't know anyone, I don't have any family members, I don't have any close friends, so it's just me and the city. Like, we'll see what happens. So this is where tip number 3 comes. As soon as you get out of the airport, you have like taxis lined up, and it's just easy because you're already stressed at this point. You've been flying for like 10 hours or something ridiculous, and you just want to like relax. So it's very easy for you to get tempted to use the taxis. But then I would like to caution some, in case you're on a budget. I don't know what your situation is, but if you're on a budget, you might want to stay away from the taxis, because most of the taxis run on meters, and the meters just keep adding and adding and adding the more you go, and sometimes it can be crazy. So like I remember for me, there was a situation where I went to New York to see my friend, and I was going from the airport to her place, and then I took a taxi, and then the meter just kept, the price just kept going up. I was like, oh my god, dude, is your shit working? Because that is looking too expensive. He was like, yeah, it's working, blah blah. That's supposed to be my Indian accent. Anyway, yeah, it's working very well, blah blah blah. And then I ended up paying close to like $90. That's in pain my heart. So if you're on a budget, you might want to consider just like activating your Uber or your Lyft app. Get Wi-Fi somehow. If you need to get like a SIM to get like local data, or use the airport Wi-Fi if there's Wi-Fi, get a Lyft, find where the pick up and drop off zone is, and then move there and wait. If not, you can choose a taxi, your choice, but options, people, options. So I got an Uber. Yeah, I think I got an Uber, and then it was a lady driver. Ugh. Shout out to all the lady drivers out there, but when you have boxes, you want someone that can actually lift them, because I didn't want to help. But it was lady, so of course I had to be nice and help, because it was weird me standing by and watching her struggle with all my big boxes. If it was a guy out, I was just like, whatever, he'll figure it out. But yeah, so I had to help her with the boxes. We loaded it into the car and then drove into the city. Anyways, we get to my destination, and then you think when I get to the front of the building everything will be fine. The building now had like one door and then a space and then another door. So, and then people were, oh God. So I had to like figure out how to drag one box in, use another box to hold the door open. I did that for like 30 minutes before I finally got into the building and got in front of the concierge, because there was now another door that needed like an access pass. Like, can't I just catch a break already? So when I finally got through all the doors, shout out to their security system, I got to the concierge, and then it was a black guy, so he now said hi, and then I heard his Nigerian accent. I'm like, ah, thank God, my brother, Nigerian guy, finally, familiarity. Yo, how far? I have so many boxes, can you help? The guy looked at me. No, I'm not supposed to leave my desk. I'm like, dude, really? I'm your Nigerian sisters. We are both from Nigeria. Nigeria will come from like this. You know, go help me. But I sat down there, so I sure respected myself, and he pointed me in the direction of the trolley for the building, and then I went and got my trolley, loaded my boxes again, heavy, pushed it to the elevator by myself, figured my way upstairs. So this is also tip number 3. Do you want to stay in a hotel or in an Airbnb? Because when you move to a new country, if you don't have family, remember my case, I don't have family, I don't have friends, so there's no one I can stay with. So if you're in my situation, you may want to consider your options. Airbnbs are typically a good choice. You just need to find a good Airbnb in a nice location. In fact, you can even get a nice Airbnb in the prime location and pay maybe half the price of what you pay for a hotel in that same location. So just know your options and decide what you want, what your budget can handle, because you probably will need to stay there for at least a week or a month, however long it take you to find a place. So just know your budget and plan ahead, because obviously I didn't wait till I got there. I booked my Airbnb before I got there, but some of you might want a hotel. It's your choice. So yeah, I get to my Airbnb, finally there's the bed, I collapse on the bed, and that's it for the day. Day 2, getting around to finding an apartment. Before I came to Toronto, I had already gone online and looked up like different buildings, apartment buildings online, just looking at things within my price range. So I had like a good list of like places I wanted to go see. So remember, I don't have a car, so getting around can be quite expensive, and at this point, if you want to continue using Uber and Lyft, that can start to add up in terms of cost. So you may want to first of all get yourself registered with whatever the local transportation system is. Here in Canada, in Toronto, they have the TTC, and then you get like a Presto card, and then you can load it with cash, and then at the station, so you can load it online or at the station, and then when you're getting on the bus or you're getting on the train, you use that to just swipe and get access. So that's good. Try and get that sorted as early as possible. If not, the Uber charges start to add up. So I basically see apartments for I think about a week or so until I finally decided on the one I liked, and then that's this beautiful place I'm staying. You can't really see much of it, but that another day I'll probably show you guys what it looks like. But yeah, so just make sure you plan ahead, so it sort of like cuts down the time, because you don't want to stay in a hotel on Airbnb or whatever for too long. Even if you're staying with a friend, you don't want to inconvenience them for too long, so it's always good to just get your shit together really quick. Then tip number 5 is, before you come here, you might want to get on the job search earlier. In my case, I would say I was lucky, if you will, because I was able to successfully land an internal transfer within my organization, and then I just basically transferred and became localized here in Canada. But that will not be the case for a lot of people trying to make this move. And even before I actually got this offer, I was actively looking for other options. So you should just take the bull by the horns and start looking for things. If you already have your PR, that's permanent residency for those of you who don't know, then when they send you the the email, there are actually some links of like support organizations that can help you get settled in terms of like looking for jobs. I actually utilize those. A lot of people don't use it, but they're actually very helpful. At first, I started having Skype calls with a lady that was like coaching me and helping me go through my CV and organizing it in the Canadian standard. She now like paired me with a mentor, that's someone that actually worked in Canada, and then he like helped me like look into the right industries and what industries are booming and what kind of jobs are open and what I should be applying for with my history and my background. And just like, so we did calls like every week, 2 to 3 times a week. It was a lot. My mentor was really committed to actually getting things done for me. Shout out to Steve. Hey Steve, thank you so much, I appreciate you. Anyway, so yeah, he really helped me. And even when I got like some headway with the job internally, when I was preparing for the interview, he prepared like interview questions, and we did like mock interviews, and we like did test runs. And it's just good to like get in the flow of things before you get here. So yeah, those are some of the tips I have. So just make sure like you plan proactively and just make everything as seamless as possible. I know this immigration story is more like focused on the noun, and that was intentional because I wanted you guys to get a chance to know who I am and where I'm at in life right now. But if you want to know more about the process that it took me to get to this stage, so I mean like the application process, preparing for the IELTS exams, anything you're interested in getting to know about, just leave a comment below. I will try and read through them. So that's all for my relocation story. As I said, I was just giving you a snapshot of where I am now, like specifically to this current situation. But if you want to hear more about the steps I took to get here, please leave a comment below in the comment section, and I will try to get back to you as quickly as possible. And if there's any kinds of content you guys are interested in hearing from me, please also leave a comment before. And if you haven't already, hit the subscribe button, because I need you guys to actually like help me grow this channel, and let's just get this together. But you can expect to be hearing like content around like my experiences here in a new country, what it just means to be an African immigrant in a new country, and how I'm adjusting to life. If it's something you're considering doing, please let me know. I can create content around that as well. And also I'll be talking about myself as a professional woman, and then a professional Black woman, and then a professional African woman, like so many minority boxes I fit into, and how I am able to balance all that in a multinational company, because sometimes it takes a lot of work to even get recognized for the things you do. I know most women can relate, not even just women, men out there can relate as well. So if you want to hear more about like the things I do to just keep advancing in my career, like some of the habits and the people I look up to, and just sharing information around all of that, please leave a comment below, and I'll try to create content around those as well. So, was that Mr. Muggs? He's been telling me that we've spent too much time already. So I guess it's the end of today's segment. For me and Mr. Muggs, we're saying have a good week, and we'll see you next time. Bye.